Good morning and welcome to Muscle Maintenance with In Shape Fitness. I'm Kim Watkins and today is Monday, April 1st. We are doing a level 1, easy level 1 difficulty workout today. And it is meant to build energy and get your body going and shaking off the cobwebs from the weekend, getting you ready for a work week and building your knowledge of fundamentals that will take you through this series all week long. It is going to be a great one of my favorites. So go ahead and stand up for me, get your shoulders back, plant your feet double shoulder width apart with your toes facing forward, and clasp your hands above your head. Now we're going to do a windmill to warm up. And that means that you're going to hinge at your hips, keep your back straight, and rotate your body down to the right and then up to the left. Try to keep that back straight, and when you get down to the bottom, again down to the right, try to touch the fingertips to the floor. Get that feel of a long, good stretch in your lower back as you slowly lift up to the left. Switch directions now, and down to the left and up to the right. One more time, down to the left and up to the right. Now let's jog in place for 30 seconds to get the heart rate up a little bit. Start breathing in through your nose, out through your mouth. Land lightly on the balls of your feet. Hopefully you're barefoot. You know, if you follow these workouts, you know that I fully support the barefoot workout movement in terms of indoor workouts that you're doing, especially when you're doing something at home. No business really putting shoes on unless you absolutely have to. So keep jogging in place, keep your shoulders back, make sure you're swinging your arms forward and back, and really kick those feet up now. Last 15 seconds of the warm up, and we're going to start the first move of our 2 sets. All right, very nice. 3 seconds more. Okay, so remember, it's an easy workout, so each of these moves are going to be the easiest sort of components or easiest level of difficulty for the work week, adding a layer of difficulty each day moving forward to Friday, where we'll have the most difficult versions of these moves. This is a first position ballet stand, and it's not super easy to just hold this position. I will tell you this: if you get yourself now standing up totally straight, tuck in that tailbone, your heels should be together and your feet should be as wide as possible. You want to feel out of balance. You want to feel like you're staggering a little bit. You want to contract the legs, the muscles in the leg, squeeze your butt cheeks, and really keep that body really as straight as possible, pressing your toes into the floor. I'm starting the time. 30 seconds starts now. And keep your hands on your hips if you like. You can bring your arms sort of forward in a circle like a ballerina. You can extend your arms out to the sides if you need that for balance. You are almost halfway through, but breathe in through the nose and out through your mouth as you contract all of the muscles in your core, and keep those leg muscles contracted so that you feel all of that contraction in your inner thighs, down your hip flexors, in your butt cheeks, down your legs. And now you're going to do a walk out plank. So turn your feet so that they are parallel to one another, pinky toes and heels in line. You're going to bend your knees slightly as you squat down and put your hands on the floor. Now walk out to push-up position. Leave your feet in the same position that you started in. Pause for a moment. Walk your hands back. Bend your knees a little bit as you stand all the way up. And again, 30 seconds starts now. Very simple. Called a walkout plank. And you probably know that when I start with a walkout plank, that means we're going to be doing all kinds of walkout stuff, like walkout push-ups, walkout Spider-Mans, walkout rotational reaches. So there you go. That's what you're in for the week. But it's fun, and this is all very, very good for the body. Got your heart rate going, and you're going to keep it up. And we are moving now to a mountain hiker. So you can either bend down into hands and knees position while I explain what this move is, or if you know it, go ahead and get yourself going. You're starting out in push-up position with your hands directly under your shoulders. Your butt should be down so that your abs are engaged, and you're going to bring your knee in, your right knee in, step forward with your right foot, and then return to push-up position, and then step forward with your left foot and return to push-up position. 30 seconds starts now. And this is called a mountain hiker. Mountain climber, which everyone knows and loves in the fitness world, is going to be tomorrow. And we're going to do some fun crossbody mountain climbers. We'll do some lateral climbers, some jumpers, some monkey jumps at the end where we're jumping all around like crazy. And yeah, you need strong wrists. If you have trouble with your wrists, definitely lower your body down to your forearm position in order to do some of this work. But try to strengthen your wrists. Unless you have an orthopedic condition, which of course you should speak with your doctor anyway, but we want to build strength in the wrist, because the truth is you can do so much with your body when you are in this prone position or in the tabletop position, which we'll do later in this workout actually. Now turn your body to your back. We're going to do a hip bridge. Put your head on the floor, your back is on the floor, your hands are down by your sides, and you're going to separate your feet hip width apart, pinky toes and heels in line. Lift your hips up and just hold this position for 30 seconds. Time starts now. Now, breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth, and make sure that you press down with your toes so that you recruit and use the back of the leg along with those hips. You really want to focus on squeezing your glutes and keeping those hips, the hip flexor muscles, fully extended. Very nice. Keep breathing. Another 5 seconds coming up here. This isn't super hard, but very, very good in terms of just position, concentration, and your focus on your body weight, how you make sure that you distribute your body weight between your right leg and your left leg, and how you become more aware of that foot and heel distribution relationship. Okay, now stand on up. We're going to finish up with some bunny hops. Oh, wait a second. No. Lay back down. So sorry. Sit back down. I apologize. Now you're actually going to go up into a tabletop. So I'm in a hurry here. Clearly, I'm ready for my work week to get going. Now, sit down into your same position you were just in with your hip bridge. You're going to lift your hips up, only this time you're going to have your hands on the floor, and you're going to lift your hips completely up into tabletop. So your feet are on the floor. Your tabletop is your torso and your quadriceps, your thighs, and then the legs of your table are your arms and the lower legs. Let's hold that position for 30 seconds, and then you'll stand up for those bunny hops, okay? Sorry about that. Got ahead of myself there. Keep breathing in through your nose, out through your mouth, and same thing in terms of that ratio of your body weight distribution between the toe and the heel. You really want to make sure that you're pressing your toes down as you're in the tabletop position, because likewise with the hip bridge, when you press the toes in, you will feel the activation of the back muscles of your leg, your glutes and your hamstrings. If you let your toes lift up, you're going to absorb more body weight in your lower back and in your quad, and you can do that, but you don't want to do that. You really want to focus on areas of your body that are weak, and areas of the body that are weak are definitely your core, your front, your tummy, and your back, but also the back of that leg. They don't get any action, those glutes and your hamstrings. Okay, now stand up. Even runners and people that bike and people that are pretty active typically have tight and weak hamstrings and tight and weak glutes. And that is because despite the fact that you do stuff during the day that's active, you still sit the majority of the day. Bunny hops, go. 30 seconds. You know how to do it. Just land lightly on the balls of your feet and keep your hands on your hips and keep a knee bend, slight knee bend for shock absorption. Very good. So this was the instructional set. This finishes up the first set, in fact, and you're going to take a quick break after these bunny hops, which will end in 15 seconds. And we will redo the set. We will do the flow set next, which means that between each move, I'm going to minimize the amount of time so that you can jam through it and then be ready to go and not stop through the 6 moves. Same moves though, okay? So take a quick break. You're all set with the bunny hops. Have a sip of water. Take a couple of deep breaths. We're going to start the first position, ballet stand, in 5 seconds. Start getting your heels together, toes out, hands on your hips or out to your sides. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and go. Good. Remember to breathe deeply in through your nose, out through your mouth. Keep the tailbone tucked in and keep your chest lifting high as you breathe. You want to squeeze those tummy muscles. Squeeze your glutes. You want to stand with your toes as wide as possible so that you feel like you're going to fall over. That's half the battle, right? When you feel like you're going to fall over and then you don't because you're pressing into the floor with all 4 corners of each foot and you have 5 seconds left, then you're strengthening the muscles in the feet, the muscles in your ankles, up the leg, and all through the body. Okay, walk out plank. Time starts now, 30 seconds. Now remember with the plank, you want to, when you get to the plank position, pause for a moment and make sure your butt is down, make sure you've squeezed everything, and then start walking back. Make it a real active sort of component in terms of that switch of directions, because the body, you want the body to start to sort of get comfortable and then draw back on that comfort and force it to move again in the opposite direction. Unfortunately, you have to kind of trick the body, because the truth is that the body will take the path of least resistance whenever it's given the chance. So if you kind of give it heads up that you're going to be switching directions by doing it really quickly, it will know that, and then it will, make efficient the process. All right, and just like that, it's done. Now mountain hikers, 30 seconds, time starts now. If you're fit and you want to go right into those mountain climbers by jumping your feet forward and back, that's fine. But in this particular version, the mountain hiker, you walk your right knee in, stepping in with the right knee, and then returning to start before you bring the left knee in. You're halfway finished, by the way. And this actually also means you are almost halfway through the second set. We will easily clear the finish of this workout by 13 and a half minutes or so. Doing really well. And this is a Monday. It is not meant to be super hard, but it is meant to elevate the heart rate and get your body moving. You want to feel some muscle contractions. You want to get, through this, not having thought it was, a walk in the park, but working a little bit, just not super, super hard. Okay, turn your body over. Last 3 moves: hip bridge, then tabletop, then standing up for those bunny hops at the end. So hip bridge first. Get those knees up, feet on the ground, press your toes in and lift your hips up. 30 seconds starts now. Breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth. Press those toes into the floor and focus on how you are connecting your feet with the floor. Is your right leg more stronger, so that you're allowing that side of your body to absorb more body weight? Focus on, especially if you're right-handed, maybe you want to press into the floor a little bit more with your left. Likewise with left-handed people, typically your right leg is a little less strong. So, focus on these things. Awareness is half the battle here. And 3 seconds. Good. Now sit up so that you can get your hands on the floor beside your butt and lift your hips all the way up into your tabletop. Time starts now. Keep breathing, keep those toes down, and envision that you have a glass of champagne sitting on your tummy and you're trying to keep it level, because you really want to keep your tummy parallel to the floor through this entire 30-second segment, and you are halfway through. Good. Hang in there, 10 more seconds. You are doing great. Breathe, and 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And stand on up. Bunny hops, last 30 seconds. Go ahead. Landing lightly on the balls of the feet. Get a little bit of height in the air, but nothing more than a couple of inches. Nothing important in terms of height. Just keep moving. Plyometrics, really important part of all workouts, because you activate neurotransmitters in the bottom of your foot, and believe it or not, there are many more neurotransmitters in your feet than you would possibly imagine, which means that you are sending signals up through the body that waken everything up, and that's why we do a little bit of plyometrics as much as we possibly can, no matter what the fitness level, no matter how old you are. It's good to jump around a little bit. And with that, I will sign off here. I'm Kim Watkins from In Shape Fitness. It is Monday, April 1st. Tomorrow, I'll be back for your level 2 workout using the same 6 moves, just a slightly more challenging layer of difficulty with each of these moves. And have a great day. It's Monday, April 1st. Don't let anyone play any April Fool's jokes on you. Or if you're one of those April Fool's people, be nice. It's tough when you get played a joke on. It hasn't happened to me yet today, but hopefully I'll be safe as well. Okay, see you tomorrow.